Hi, this is Daniel Hutchins, and today we are going to be doing a Cinema Blend article discussion. Now, it's been a couple days since I've done a Cinema Blend article discussion, so I decided I'd just talk about some topic that I have not mentioned yet. So, today's Cinema Blend article discussion we're going to be talking about is Shazam 2, Everything We Know About the Sequel. Now, this article was last updated on the 2nd of September of 2020. Okay. In early 2019, David F. Sandberg's Shazam turned out to be a wonderful surprise hit. The titular hero didn't have the same kind of name recognition as fellow DC heroes like Batman and Superman, but the movie turned a lot of heads by being a charming, sweet, and creative origin story. And now anticipation for a sequel is sky high. The good news on that front is that Shazam 2 is already deep in development, sporting the official title Shazam Fury of the Gods, which is what inspired us to put together this guide, which we'll read below. Okay, so as we here on Cinema Blend tend to do with all the biggest upcoming releases, we put together a feature gathering all of the information we know about Shazam Fury of the Gods thus far, including information from official studio releases, interviews, and more. So what's the deal with the developing DC Extended Universe blockbuster? Read on to find out. Okay, so what is the release date for Shazam Fury of the Gods? Having finally gained some traction following the disaster that was Zack Snyder's Justice League, the DC Extended Universe has a number of extremely exciting titles coming out in the next couple years, which include The Suicide Squad, Black Adam, Flash, and even Aquaman 2. And as things currently stand, Shazam Fury of the Gods is positioned toward the back end of the schedule. Barring any changes, which it should be noted, are very possible, the sequel will be playing in theaters everywhere on November 4th, 2022. Okay? When will Shazam Fury of the Gods start production? Now, as things stand, answering the question of when Shazam 2 will start production is a complicated one because the answer is still unclear. However, in June 2019, Zachary Levi said that there were plans in motion that would see cameras start to roll in late spring, early summer 2020. But obviously, that was before COVID-19 rocked the world, with most blockbusters typically having a full year in between the start of principal photography and release date. Now, the film certainly still has more than enough time left to still have the movie ready for its aforementioned November 2022 weekend. Who is directing Shazam Fury of the Gods? One could make a strong argument that in the last 5 years, no filmmaker has seen their career blossom faster than David S. Sandberg's. The director caught a whole lot of attention in 2016 with the release of a stellar horror film, Lights Out, and within the next 3 years, he completed work on both Annabelle, Creation, and Shazam. He's since been making some long-term plans, recently having signed on to direct a new scary movie titled The Cullen. But his immediate future is Shazam! Fury of the Gods, as Sandberg has signed a deal to return for the sequel and will be making it as his next feature. Okay. What is the story of Shazam! Fury of the Gods? Like any DC comic movie blockbuster franchise project, Shazam! Fury of the Gods will be holding close to and be secretive about major details in its story right up until the film hits theaters. And with the project not yet starting production, we don't even have anything resembling a basic plot description. Now, with that being said, it's fair to assume that the sequel will follow the modern end credit sequence tradition in comic book movies and follow up on a big tease that is featured in the final minutes of the last movie. If that's the case, we will presumably see a team-up between the evil space worm Mr. Mind and Dr. Savannah as they work together and try to take over the 7 magical realms known as the Magic Lands. Of course, this time around, Shazam won't just have young Freddy as a sidekick for the majority of the movie, and instead have the full support of his brothers and sisters in the Shazam family. Okay. Who will be in the Shazam! Fury of the Gods? Now, Warner Bros. Has not yet made any official announcements about the full cast of Shazam 2. That will surely come with the news about the first day production. However, with the project being a sequel, there are certain characters whose returns are most definitely expected, with a few already confirmed. And that's the list of names we've assembled for you below. And obviously, we will add and change things as new information becomes available. Okay, so we have Shazam, Zachary Levi. Okay, we have Billy Batson, Asher Angel. Okay, we have Freddie Freeman, Jack Dylan Grazer, and Adam Brody. Okay, then we got Dora Dudley, Faith Herman, and Megan Good. Okay, then we have Mary Bromfield, Grace Fulton, Michelle Borth. Okay, then we have Eugene Troy, Ian Chen, Ross Butler. Okay, then we have Pedro Pena, Jovan Armin, and DJ Cotrana. Okay, then we have Rosa Vasquez, Marta Milans. We have Victor Vasquez, Cooper Andrews. We have Dr. Savannah, Mark Strong. Okay, then we have Mr. Mind, David F. Sandberg. And then we have, will Black Adam be in Shazam 2? Now, while the DC Extended Universe seems like it is slowing down its crossover plans for the time being, there are definitely some interesting things brewing with the development of both the Shazam series and Dwayne Johnson's upcoming Black Adam movie, due out in December of 2021. Now, as comic book fans know, Black Adam is a primary antagonist of Shazam in the comics, and there have most certainly been talks about how the two characters will eventually battle on the big screen. Nothing has been confirmed at this point, but it doesn't seem like Shazam! Fury of the Gods will be the forum for this battle, with the sequel likely to flesh out the aforementioned plot involving the Magic Lands and the Black Adam solo feature serving to establish his titular character. Is likely that the two leads won't have their big showdown until probably 2024 at the earliest. What is Shazam 2's rating? Now, for obvious reasons, movies aren't given ratings by the MPAA until there is a print that is ready to make its way to the theaters. So, given this fact that there is not a single frame of Shazam 2 that exists right now, this question is jumping the gun a little bit. That being said, Shazam as a brand is clearly targeted at audiences of all ages. So the idea that the sequel will wind up with anything other than a PG-13 is ludicrous. Where can you stream Shazam? If you're starting to grow impatient for the arrival of Shazam 2, you can always help saturate the wait by just rewatching its predecessor over and over again, which is something that happens to be very doable thanks to the modern world of home video entertainment. Those of you who are HBO Max subscribers can literally watch the blockbuster this instant by clicking on the link and clicking play on the page's embed. If you don't pay for that particular streaming service, however, you are not totally out of the luck, provided you are willing to throw down a few bucks. You can purchase a digital version of the film from a variety of retailers, including Amazon Prime. And the movie is also available on 4K, Blu-ray, and DVD. And as always, stay tuned for all the latest news and updates about Shazam 2 on Cinema Blend, and know that we will continue to update this more information when it becomes available. So, there you have it, guys. That's just a little bit of information I wanted to share to you about some of the news on Shazam 2. So if you like this content, make sure you hit a like and subscribe. And you guys have a nice night. Bye.